What's up, guys? Okay, so we've got another IS that's coming, and this is not in for full restoration. So see that the car's got headrest. It's actually a Shadowline, not an IS. So the car's head not red. This car was painted in 2020 or 2021, somewhere around there. And the owners now brought the car back, not back to us. It was painted somewhere else, and brought the car now through to us because it's developed, or there's issues that we've picked up on the car and that the owner has picked up, and that we've got to try and resolve, right? So obviously she needs a paint, but we need to try and fix up these issues, and I'm going to show you these issues. But quickly, it's a decent car, nice car, 325i Shadowline. It's supposed to have had, well, the Shadowlines normally came with the Ubicaro interior, right? But this has been redone, so you can see the door cards have been done, but it's been done nice before. So the car drives, the car does what it has to do. It's a pretty looking car. However, we've got to pull a lot of those things out here just so we can get the car stripped up properly. So having said that, we need to pull your door rubbers out, even though it's an aftermarket set, which is also okay, it's fine. Pull out all these rubbers here. The door sills got to come out, the inners and the outsides got to come out. Then we're going to start removing all the beadings. So there is actually issues on the beadings, right? And you'll see there's a lining up issue here that we've got to tackle and see to. So these beadings here, you can see firstly we've got to prep them up properly. There are a couple of dents in them. You're going to battle to see it on camera, but here's a dent, here's a clean, so by eye I can see this cleanly here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Okay, so it's not actually a dent, it's just not put on properly. Some beadings actually straight. So we've got to go through all of this here, basically get this here all seen to. Then we're going to start removing the kit, and I'm going to see what's under the kit, what clips are there. Remove the bumpers, start pulling the windscreens off, and start pulling all the cosmetics of the vehicle off, so that we can start prepping it down for sanding. So before I move this way, I actually got to come all the way here, and I want to show you guys what's happening to the paint on the side here. So we've got paint cracking up on this car, and I don't know if this is body filler, if this is moisture, or what it is. So we've got a section here where the paint is cracking up, and we've got a section here. And then there's a couple of areas over the car where you've got paint lifting up and peeling out like this here. So here's another area here, and this is in your face. This is on a straight panel. It feels like there's some filler here. The best way for us to carry on with this here is let's take the car down to metal, like in my previous video with the other cars. So is it a lot of work? Hell yes. But that's the only way that we can actually get to sorting the issues out and finding out firstly what the issues actually are. So we know what we're going to do. We know we're going to remove the kit off. We're going to pull the bumpers off, pull the beadings off, basically the whole front stripped out. We're not pulling motor and box out. We don't need to. However, what we are going to do is we are going to mask around it. We are going to pull the hanging items off from the car, so we can get that painted. The stickers in it will all have to come off, and so on. But that's basically what we're going to go through on it. You can actually see there's dents here, and we'll have to see how this needs to be replaced. So there's a lot of dents in these panels. This panel is skew, so you can see it's bent, and this is most likely either been was taking off or putting back on. This panel is skew here. Sorry, and here's another crack in the surface. So we're not even going to inspect the paint because we know that the car is easier for repaint. The unfortunate thing is some of the locks, the window locks, are going to come off, and I know there isn't any available from the agents on the front side. The back is available, but those guys will have to get replaced. If I go onto the roof here quickly, and we've got the car on the detailers left, here is cracks over here. There's cracks over here. Oh, seems fine. There's no major, there is some stretching over there. So anyway, bottom line is, you guys have seen the car before, right? And like I said, the car looks pretty. It's a pretty looking car, but when you start moving closer, you start seeing a lot of the imperfections on it. And unfortunately, these are not imperfections that can be pulled off from detailing, from polishing, from cutting, and so on like that. It's got to be done properly. So in order for it to get done properly, we need to pull back down to metal and start properly with it. So what we will do is also we'll take down to metal, see what is going on with the car. I do see some lining up issues. I don't know if that is just the panel that has got a dent in it, and that's why there's some filler, and we're picking up breakages in the paint or cracking in the paint. If that is the case, then we're going to have to get it repaired, get the car lined up again, so like we're doing on other vehicles, put everything back on, line the car up properly, get it bolted down properly on bare metal, and then afterwards start prepping her up for the first coat of sealant. So if you guys have a wide shot of the sky here, you guys can actually see that it's a nice pretty car. There is a dent here, there's an ugly dent in the bonnet here. And here again, you'll see there's flakes. So I don't know if you were able to catch this on camera, but there's flakes in the bonnet. In here, there's flakes in here. So you can see how the metal has been stretched. This is stretched. Everybody, you know, even with me before, I didn't know what this here was. This is a stretch in metal, and we've got to try and shrink it to prevent this from happening. So this tells me that there is some body filler, there is work being done to the bonnet, and the only way we're going to see it is once we strip down and assess from there. Okay, so what I'm going to start with now, I'm going to start removing the kit off, the bumpers off. Let's get all these guys off first, and then we'll get the car into the bay. We'll get the car masked off properly, so we try not to damage and make everything else dirty inside. Cover the engine bay up, because it's gonna go through a lot of dust in the prep bay. Get it clean off, and then what I'll do is I will do another video for you guys later, just to show you what we find under the metal and what we are gonna do to resolve that issue. And then from there, obviously the process of paint work is Anna red. So I think on this car we're not gonna go with any 2K. We're gonna go with a base coat, clear coat. There's a procedure that we would like to follow, and I would like you guys to see the outcome of this here. And I'll try and do a more detailed outcome of it and put the underlighting. We'll get in the detail center, use the lighting there, so you guys can inspect and see what our eye is actually seeing as to what the camera sees, because the cameras hide a lot. So anyway guys, this is just a quick one. You guys like, subscribe, share, do what you do. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and follow the progress, and then also again let me know what you guys think from there. And yeah, enjoy.